All right, here we are with the 10 rules of Wizzball. First rule, you got to lift the ball off the ground to start play. So to start the play, the offensive team must line up behind the ball in their own end zone. The defensive team lines up behind the midline, and the snapper takes the ball off the ground to start the play. There's a snap and a kick difference. The snapper can choose to lift the ball off the ground with their hands or lift the ball off the ground with a kick, kind of like a kickoff or a snap in rugby. Well, kickoff in football, a snap in rugby. There's that great Buckeyes highlight. And there's 3 starts possessions. There's a full start, a half start, and a free kick. A free kick starts after a foul, half start starts after a hand drop, and a full start starts at half. Full start, the ball is placed on the line. The offensive lines up behind the ball. The defense lines up behind the midline. Half start, the offside line is where the ball was last touched. Offense can start as far behind the offside line as they please, but must line up behind the ball. And then there's the free kick, where the offense must start behind the ball. The defense lines up in their own end zone, and this occurs whenever the defense or offense commits a foul. If the ball hits the ground, it's the other team's ball. Ball may hit the ground via a drop, an air ball, a kick, or other. Drop, basically what you would expect. It's when you try to catch the ball, but you got some butter fingers and you can't hold on to it. Air ball, the ball hits the ground and last touch the player's arm from the throw. That's an air ball. The results a turnover where the ball was last touched, where it was thrown. So think of this as like an overthrown pass. And finally, we got kicks and other. The ball hits the ground and last touch a leg or below the knee. Result is the other team has exclusive rights to the ball but must follow the ball where played. Any other part of the body not mentioned prior is treated the same as a kick. Catch the ball in the other team's end zone, you get 2 points, similar to a safety. If the ball is caught with a player's entire body in the end zone, or a ball is caught in the air with first contact in the end zone. You got to place the ball in the other team's end zone. That's also 2 points. It's the walk-in whiz. If the offense grounds the ball in the other team's end zone without other rule infringements, the score is worth 2 points. You can take 4 steps after touching the ball with your arm. Offensive players are allowed 4 steps after contacting the ball with their arm, or they can take 3 steps and a pivot foot. Breaking these limits results in a turnover. You can also juggle the ball. As long as a player hasn't touched a ball with their arms, they are allowed to move along with the ball freely in the air freely. If you take possession of the ball from the other team without the ball hitting the ground, you were awarded 1 point. If the defensive team takes possession from the offensive team while the ball is still in the air, 1 point is given to the defense. Think of it as an interception of football. Hooday. Good play by the Bengals right there. That would give you 1 point in whiz. Not in football, obviously, but Wizzball is better. So, and then here's some different examples. Here's a caught punt. Here's a steal. And here's another interception example. What if I told you it wasn't a game, but a lifestyle? Here we're talking about Wizzball rules. So technical whizzes. Although the ground may hit the ground off a kick, if the ball rolls into or bounces out of the end zone without another playing tapping it or keeping it or kicking it, I can't read this. So here's Brant whizzing. As you can see, he's doing pretty well. There's a tap down whiz based off the rugby try. Here's a whiz off bounds in the end zone. Yeah. And there's Brant. The beautiful, beautiful whiz. Number 8, the player with the ball Must be okay. Offside. To cross the midway line, the offensive play with possession must be okay. So this looks like it's based off of handball. So the player with the ball across the line first. As you can see, the player to catch the ball waits for the ball to be released to cross the midline. And then the player with possession puts hand on half. Okay. After 60 minutes, if the player grounds the ball in the opposing team's half, this ends the game. Drops or kicks are not considered grounding the ball. Everyone is always welcome to the